So, what's up, guys? As you heard, the new set just dropped, and it is Nectar, Aqua Force, and lo and behold, Bermuda Triangle. So, more lollies are coming. So, let's get started on reviewing some of the cards that will be possibly coming that next set. So, Nectar gets a new Forerunner. CB1 is a Generation Break 1. Put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your other grade 2 or less rear guards, and then search for a card of that same name. Then you call it. Nice, I guess. This one's an interesting one. Flower Maiden, Maiden of Daybreak here. Put this unit on the top of your deck. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your units and choose up to two of your units with the same card name as that unit. And those units, so she pretty much power creeps those units, and this goes on top of the deck so you can drive check it properly, which is actually really good. That means that's a guaranteed stand trigger. So technically, when you draw this, you're drawing a multi-attack combo. That's pretty nice, honestly. That's really good. I mean, this G0 actually has a lot more promise than anything ever in Nectar because this is a guaranteed stand. If you draw it, you can use it because guess what? It goes on the top of the deck, not at the bottom of the deck. So that's nice. Another Forerunner, Agree Maiden Ida. It's a CB1. Put this unit into your soul. Choose a card from your drop zone and put it at the bottom of your deck. And if that card has a Bloom ability, you draw one card. Other effect. Rest this unit. Choose two of your rear guards to two of your units. And until the end of the turn, those units become the same card name. So pretty much you choose one of them. And then they're both named that. So that's the whole point of Aja's gimmick. Which we'll go over why that's power creepy. G1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets... So it's a 10k booster. It's a 10k hitter when it's a, front row. Another one. When this unit boosts Vanguard, the boosted unit gets 4,000 power. Okay. Maiden of Safflower. When this unit is attacked, gets plus 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Is attacked. Okay. I don't know when that's gonna get attacked. Anyways, Ravenish Maiden Penelope. It's a Soul Blast 1 unit, and it has Bloom. So Bloom started off for Aja. Bloom is a keyword, I guess, for them. That lets you activate other effects that if you did return a Bloom card to your deck, you get extra abilities, which you'll see, apparently. So it's a Soul Blast 1. When your other unit with the same card name as this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, you would pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 3 of your rear guards, and until the end of the turn, they get 2,000 power. And if you are in Generation Break 1, when this unit boosts a unit with the Bloom ability, this unit becomes a 9k booster. So it's supposed to be like very power creepy in a way. During turn, this unit gets 1,000 power for each of your other crested ibis color Valkyrie Nelly. So obviously this plus that Forerunner, you pretty much made 8k boosters, I guess, for each of your others. So yeah, you get like 8k boosters on a 7k. Makes sense. Generation Break 1. When this unit boosts, the boosted unit gets 3,000 extra power. Okay, so again, 9k boostering. Just a 9k booster, period. Just say that. Grace Knight, Generation Break. Apparently everything starts when you legit stride, so they all stop becoming vanillas. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, becomes a 12k. This one looks nice. Maiden of Gladius. CB1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if this unit is boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards, search your deck for up to one card with the same card name as that unit, then call it and shuffle your deck. So your deck thing to deck win, and you made a multi-attack happen. So obviously this is going to be like a triple rare for sure, because apparently some of the boosted units are becoming triple rares apparently. So yes, this will be a triple rare, and yes, you need a copy of a card in your deck still. So there are ways to recycle your deck too, which you'll see in a moment. You see Bloom's on this card too. Osmanthus Maiden Elmina. Anyoma. When your other unit with the same card name as this unit is placed on the rear guard circle. So it has to play 2 of these, pretty much one, and then you play another. Choose up to 3 of your units. They get 2,000 power until the end of the turn. And if you have a Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, this unit gets boost. Oh, so you can turn these G2s into boost pretty much. So you play this, you play one in the back. That unit can gain boost. Irrigating Maiden Ramona during your turn. If the number of other units with Bloom in its ability is 2 or more, 2,000 power. Like I said, Bloom becomes a thing for them. I don't know if they're just going to take that out in general. But anyways, next, Generation Break 1, CB1. When this unit attack hits, of Vanguard. You may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Search out one card with Bloom. Reveal to your opponent. So the thing about this is it looks for a card with Bloom. So you can add this. You get a GT. It's pretty much a searcher. You're adding an extra card for your combos, pretty much. And you're making sure you keep a hand, which means you actually could play aggressive triggers in this deck because there is a lot of deck thinning. And that's really good for Neo Nectar in general because they have ways to keep cards and pull off combos. Nice. So this card is definitely going to matter. I mean, to add another card with Bloom ability, most of your G2s are possibly going to have Bloom. Just this card won't have Bloom. That will have Bloom. This doesn't have Bloom. So actually, you're actually going to be limited on G2s, apparently. Weird. Anyways, we'll see how that goes. Here's Asha, everyone's favorite. It's a Generation Break 2 unit. All of your units get continuous effect for their rear guard and vanguard effects. During your turn, if you have another unit with the same card name as this unit on your vanguard or rear guard circle, those units gain 5,000 power. So they pretty much power creep like you're doing an Ezel play, but they have to be the same name. CB1, during your turn, when your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck up to one card with the same card name as that unit, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 2,000 power. The only issue with this is it's a thing that activates when you stride. So when you stride, you have to target a card that's on your field. So that's bad. Obviously, they're going to have to go the Ouroboros route, what they have been doing, where they said you can call a card from your hand and make a copy of it and use it for your combos. I think they just might do that for Asha, so her stride effect actually becomes more doable and continuous and a little bit more consistent when you call G2s. But that's just up in the air. We'll see how that goes for her. But that's one way to properly get your Asha going. Yeah, that was my only issue with Asha. The numbers will power creep. My only issue is the targeting, due to the fact that you have to stride and then target something. So if they change this to target a card in your hand, it's a different story. That means you can use this more consistently with your G2s, and you get more intercept game. Nice. Flower Maiden of Purity, CB1. This unit gets 3,000. Yeah, no. Flower Maiden of Purity, again, Full Bloom Dragon. This was Jungle Lord Dragon. Here's Full Bloom Dragon. Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets 6,000 power. Wow. CB2. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 5 cards on the top of your deck. Search up 2 cards with the same card name as your Vanguard and rear guard from among them. Call them, then shuffle your deck. So obviously, this could be good too because it's looking at the top 5 cards of your deck. And obviously, this is when this unit is placed again. You're mostly targeting G1s. Again, more problems. They have to at least edit these effects so we can target more of our G2s in our hands, like the card in our hand maybe, so they actually go off properly. Because at best, we're just deck thinning out our G1s, and then I guess our entire deck becomes G2s, if that's going to be their gimmick now. Just cycle out all your G1s, and then the rest of the deck is G2, so you'll more or less likely not draw your G1s anymore, I'm guessing, is the goal. A Bloom effect. When your other unit with the same card name as this unit is placed, this gets 6,000 power. Nice. So if I play 2 of these in one column, this means this becomes a 17k beat stick. Yay! Generation Break 1. When your other grade 2 or greater unit is placed on the rear guard circle, this unit gets 3,000 power. So you can power creep your units. You can power creep this unit so it can hit magic numbers or higher. So yeah, that's nice because all the call power, then yes, you can place it on the rear guard circle and then make copies. So the stride that came in the star deck was named Flower Princess of the Spring or Bora. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, again with the hitting, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name, call it, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 2,000 power. It could have been better with an extra 5,000 maybe, so it's guaranteed, but 2,000 is okay. But it calls the unit, again, more deck thing, more deck winning there. You want to get to your triggers as fast as possible, especially if they're going to be stands, so you can keep pushing heavy every turn. I think that's going to be their big gimmick right now for Asha. It's all going to be stands, because the stands are going to trigger a lot more often. Since you're deck thinning so fucking much, you're going to hit those definitely every game. Another unit that came in the starter deck. CB1, when its name is Celine. CB1, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 1 of your cards from your hand, call it, and that unit gets 5,000 power. And then at the end of turn, if the call unit has the Bloom ability, you get a counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. Okay. So you get like a little power creep. But again, that's where the stands come into place. And I guess where that G0 that goes on top of your deck is going to trigger more often than not, which is good. All right, now we're getting to the booster stuff of Neo Nectar here. So another 4-1, Bud Maiden Ho. She's a Ho. CB1, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your other units. If you choose up to 4 of your units with the same card name as that unit, they get 5,000 power. So 4 units, and they each can get 5,000 power with the same name, yada yada. Valkyrie of Reclamation Patamal. This searches out Ranunculus Aja right there. It's a G3, and this becomes a G3 when you discard it for striding. Knight of Transience Marehope. It's a generation break 1. Put this unit on top of your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 card named Knight of Transient Maydream. Call it to a rearguard and shuffle your deck. So obviously I think it's calling a G2. We'll see. Limit break units. That'll never happen. Sad face. Maiden of Kana, CB1. Put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your units. If you do, choose up to 4 of your units with the same card name as that unit, and they get 5,000 power. And my Aja was just legit based off of Indra, but that's just me. Warrior of Grief Onion. At the beginning of your main phase, search your deck up for 1 card name Warrior of Grief Onion. Call it. Oh, that's nice. Keep calling boosters. You don't have to worry about boosters with this card if you generation break 1. You can maintain boosters with ease. Very interesting. But number hungry is definitely up there. But then again, you have Aja, who can turn them into 11k units as they're the same name. So, see how that goes. So this is the Maydream card that gets called by the G1. Its effect is CB1, Soul Blast 1. Put this card on top of your deck. Then at the end of the turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 cards named Knights of Transience Marehope, and call them separate. So there's many ways to get boosters, number 1. That's what the deck is trying to say. Because then now this card legit says, oh, would you like boosters? Pretty much. At the end of the turn, you can call this to get boosters. And then at the end of the turn, it's pretty much tagging in and out, apparently, what these 2 cards are doing. Put this unit on top of your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 night. Call it. And then this card legit is saying at the end of the turn, apparently. At the end of your turn, yeah. And then you just call 2 boosters. So Neo Nectar's not going to have a hard time getting boosters, period, apparently, because they can just get it with ease, and you have same name, so Aja can benefit off those, making them 12k beat sticks, and your columns will hit 21k. Beautiful. Weird, but beautiful. During your turn, you have another Barrage Warrior. This becomes a 11k unit, so they both become 11k in the front. Wheelwind Dragon, GB1. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose up to 2 cards from your damage zone and countercharge them. So, C2. Nice. That's good. Countercharge 2. I mean, the deck does become CB heavy from the looks of it, so that dragon's definitely going to be ran. For sure. CB2. Name is Maiden of the Lost Memory. CB2. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, for each of your units with the same card name as this unit, draw a card, choose a card from your damage zone turn. So you get a countercharge after you do that, if you do the name thing. So now that G0 is starting to make sense when it makes 2 copies of a card. So if you target this, you're making 2 copies. And if you did this, you're drawing more cards. You know, just trying to build a hand, I guess, or looking for your PGs with striding. Something around those lines. Very interesting. Nice that Aja actually has combo combination cards, which is really good. I like that. Maiden of Frildrod. Frildrod, whatever. CB1, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard again, when you pay the cost, if you do, choose one of your rear guards not named Frildrod. Search your deck to 1 card with the same card name as that unit. Call it. So, multi-attacking, but multi-attacking on endgame. Boo. We're going to have to look for stand triggers, but again, deck thinning. If we're playing stand triggers, bada bing, bada boom. Vegetable Avatar Dragon. He's a vegetable. CB1. At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card named Vegetable Dragon and call it. Yeah, let me take out a trigger out of my deck. Yeah, sounds good. CB1 Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your grade 2 or less rear guards. Then search out with the same card name as that unit. It's a lot. This is just Ouroboros on crack, but it's bad crack because Ouroboros can time his effect. These guys are all in one place, which means my field actually has to have a G2 in the back somewhere so I can make calls. That's the only issue. But maybe, like I said, they do update Aja to that point where we can do the targeting in our hands. That'd be good too. Something around those lines. So here's our banner card, actually. Her name is Flower Princess of the Spring Beginning Primavera. CB3. Choose 5 normal units from your drop zone. Put them on the top of your deck in any order. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your rear guards. Search your deck for up to 2 cards with the same card name as each of those units. Then call them. So pretty much you're just recycling the intercepts you kept in your hand by putting the 5 intercepts that are in your drop zone back into the deck. So you can call them for multi-attacking, which is really good. And so on and so forth, which is nice. Cool. There's also one more. GR. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, it could have some benefits, actually. Choose a face down sacred persona. Persona flip. Okay. And if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, choose one of your units until end of turn it gets. During your turn, all your units get 2,000 for each of your units with the same card name as this unit. So exactly making lots of copies of said unit, doing this, doing that. Also just power creeps the out of you, so you might as well just play a lot of stands and just come up. 9 stands doesn't sound too bad since you have plenty of calling cards apparently, and plenty of cards that can let you draw. This card included, but I'm pretty sure you're still doing like maybe 5 draws, and you can do 4 stand triggers, the 4 stands being the actual G0 to guarantee your stand combos. Just something to think about. Alright, we're done. We're done talking about that. Now on to the expensive stuff. By expensive stuff, I'm really talking about Bermuda. So, will Bermuda change? Let's see what these cards can do. It's a crit trigger. Put this unit into your soul when your Vanguard attacks. If you have a grade 3 or greater Loris, which is the banner card, you may pay the cost if you do draw a card, and then your Vanguard gains 5,000. So she's one of those typical crits. Finger Magic Mako. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted, return this to your hand. Okay, so we're going back to Forerunners that come back to our hands. Other effect, Harmony. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Harmony, let me educate you. Harmony is when you play a card, and then you play a card in that same column, your unit has now harmonied. Also, it tells you on the card right here. Both units become in harmony. So both the units will come in harmony as long as one or more enters the column. But it has to be placed. It has to be placed in the same, so you have to do a double place. That's why this G0 says that, because it helps you harmony. It's how you create music, is what they're trying to say. Generation Break 1, if this unit is harmony, this unit gets. Put this unit on the top of your deck. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards, return it to your hand, then choose one card from your hand and call it shuffle your deck. Huh? Put this unit on top of your deck. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards, return it to your hand, then choose up to one of your cards, choose one card from your hand, and call it. Oh, she makes a multi-attack happen, which is good. We want multi-attack. And she just goes back in the deck as a stand, and if it got triggered, it got triggered. The good thing is, it doesn't have to boost a Vanguard, it just says the battle of this unit boosted. Choose one of your other rear guards, you return the unit that you just attacked with, so you can kill multiple intercepts. So that's going to give you more multi-attacking on the Vanguard. Definitely a good 2 damage push with these cards. This definitely helps you push because, again, targets the card you even boosted with, so you call it back again to make more combos. And it's a stand trigger that goes back, which you might trigger, apparently. So your deck's going to get shuffled with it, so that should guarantee it. Well, at least she has legs. Generation Break 1. When this unit... it's a Harmony unit, by the way. When this unit becomes Harmonied, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, search up to 1 grade 3 or greater, reveal it to your opponent, add it to your hand. So Harmony becomes a new thing for Bermuda. You just got to get used to all the playing the cards here and there on the same column. Make sure you place, and don't forget to place, or they won't, or they're just vanillas without the extra placing and all that. So be careful. 1 round fight Hinata. When this unit attacks, this unit becomes an 11k beat stick. Wow. Beware of surprises, Almond. Okay, that's not a red flag. At the end of your turn, if this unit is rested, you may pay the cost. If you do, return this unit to your hand. So obviously when you boost with it, it can come back to your hand. So Bermuda in Generation Break, apparently, in G, is you not losing card advantage, pretty much, or losing out on your combo plays. So you always have a booster to swing at intercepts, make combos, here and there. Another Harmony card, but it's a Generation Break 1 as well. You have to be Generation Break as well. When this unit boosts, if this unit is Harmony, the boosted unit gets 4,000, so he becomes pretty much a 10k booster. Drippity. Again, more Harmony. When this unit attacks, if you're in Harmony, 10,000 power, so it becomes a 10k beat stick. In the front, pretty much. Secret Smile Perfume. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, ignore. Just ignore that. So Prisms actually make a slight comeback here. When this unit is returned to your hand from your rear guard circle, if you have a Vanguard with Prism in its card name, you can countercharge 1, soul charge 1, choose one of your other units, and it gets 4,000 power. Then until the end of your turn, you cannot normal call Prism Promise, but you can special call it. No? Can't you? I guess, I don't know. Isn't special summoning it different? With like Prism, like Labrador, wouldn't that be a different case because she says call? This says normal call. Labrador is a effect call. That should work. I don't know. I'm gonna have to need some weeps to tell me about that. Anyways, Kazuha. Duo. It's a duo unit. CB1. Screw the names. CB1. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle, this unit boosted. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards with duo in its card name. Return it to your hand. Search your deck for up to one card with the same card name as that unit. Reveal it to your opponent and shuffle your deck. So Roan as a G1. Interesting. Roan as a G1 is very, very interesting. So now you have a lot more options to search out a PG. You don't have to rely on Roan anymore. You can use this now. Interesting. So now you have 8 Roans that can profit the PG once you draw it. And you have many ways to add more intercepts of your intercepts too. Huh. Well then. That's not pampering. I don't know what is. Hey guys. Hey. Talent of Perseverance, Shandi. It's a grade 3. This one searches for our banner card, Loris, and becomes a G3 when you stride. Harmony G1. And this one's GB1 as well. So a lot of these cards don't start activating until they hit their GB strides. When this unit becomes in Harmony, look at the 5 cards at the top of your deck. Search out to one grade 3 or greater card from among them. So a G3 searcher. Interesting. I guess for striding, obviously, and other things. Unbelievable. Unbelievable girl. Potpourri. Okay, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose one of your other rear guards, return it to your hand, and if this unit is in Harmony, again, all these cards don't become real until you stride, choose up to one card from your hand and call it. So not only that, this card actually activates for free. A multi-attack without wasting CB. Once you stride once, you can use a lot of your Nemule combos too. Huh. Wow. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard. Oh, it has to hit a Vanguard though. But yeah, okay, good. Doesn't work the way I thought. It has to hit a Vanguard. I forgot. A lot of these are hit effects on Vanguard. So, but this could still create a multi-attack, but it has to hit Vanguard, period. So when you attack hits a Vanguard, you choose one of your rear guards, you return it to your hand, and then you can call it again, so you can attack again, which is pretty much the multi-attack. But still, no CB requirement is actually really interesting, really. I gotta be honest, that's interesting. The hit effect is but that is already looking like solid. Duo Fantasia Lammy. Apparently there was a lot more duos that we missed out on. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Rate, the G3, this unit gets 2,000 power. When this unit is returned to your hand from your rear guard circle, if you have a Vanguard that's named Rate, search your deck for up to one card named Duo Fantasia Lamry, which is her. Reveal it to your opponent. Then, so pretty much, this card makes Rate usable on her Limit Break 4 effect. Obviously, Limit Break 4 is nice and all because it's a multi-attack. But obviously, this also preps us for her effect without wasting too many cards in our hand. And the ad for this is free. We get to add an extra one of her for free. No CB required. Just the only CB we're spending on is to restand Rate. Interesting enough, I'm surprised they made a card like this. And they didn't drop it early. Then again, they would be really good if it came early, if you know what I mean. Anyways, next. Spica. A non-harmony card, finally. CB1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if this unit is boosted, you may pay the cost. If this unit attacks a Vanguard. So this is an attacks. Doesn't have to hit. If it's boosted, though, choose one of your other rear guards, return it to your hand, choose one card from your hand, call it, and it gets 3,000. So she made sure whatever you call from your hand hits 12k. If this is hypothetical 6 damage shit, she's going to hit. This is a triple rare. Obviously, this is going to be a triple rare because we already saw a lot of the boosted units becoming triple rares, like Mark became a triple rare, and all the other triple rare mofos. So this is your next triple rare Bermuda Triangle card. Due to the fact it becomes a multi-attack, and it's a when boosted thing, and the unit gets 3,000 power. That's triple rare. I'm sorry. Spica's really good. And it's multi-attacking on 5th damage. This is a good endgame card as well if you're playing a Nemule deck, hypothetically speaking. Keep in mind, just one stride, and this card becomes a multi-attack for even like the Legion deck, too. Crazy enough. Crazy enough. Ugh, my God. Terrible. I don't know why Bermuda Triangle got such good treatment. This card's like amazing every time I read it. Just CB1, and then you just make a multi-attack happen. It's like crazy good. And we have like Soul Blast 2 countercharge units, so there's that too. Amelia! CB1, when this unit is returned to your hand from your rear guard circle, pay the cost, draw a card. So you get a draw card, and not only that, this one has Resist. Resist is really nice this time of year, and we'll be seeing a lot more resist in G. So now Bermuda Triangle has 8 resist units they can possibly use if they so choose. But yeah, interesting enough. Another resist. You'll never not die, I guess. I don't know. I guess Kagero, just keep eliminating Kagero's main purpose. And Gear Chronicles, but yeah. Whatever. Alright, Victory Appeal File. CB1, when this unit becomes in harmony, you may pay the cost. You do so once you play a unit in the same column as this, you play this, play another card, you harmonize, you draw a card for CB1. Mystery Solving Time, Ithil. When your grade 3 unit is placed, this unit gets 10,000 power. Very old effect card. Very, very old. Tap Gear Idol Sonya. GB1. Generation Break. When this unit attacks, it becomes a 12k. Prism Promise. Princess Celtic. CB1 with just CB1. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, God, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards, return to your hand, and if you return a rear guard, draw a card. Wow, so return a G1 on your back and draw a card. Lots of plussing in Prisms in G. New Duo card. Comes in black and white. I just wanted to do one card. CB1, when your other units return to your hand from your rear guard circle, if you have a Vanguard with Duo in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 5,000 power. Then you may choose up to 3 cards with the same card name as the unit returned to your hand, then reveal it, then countercharge 1. So a way to countercharge 1 when you do that. Nice. Nice. Harmony again. When this unit attacks hits a Vanguard, choose one of your other rear guards, return to your hand, and if this unit is in harmony, choose to 1 card from your hand and call it to a rear guard circle. Nice, multi-attacking, but it has to, again, hit the Vanguard. And I'm pretty sure we just went over this card. I think this is an alternate art. Again, it has to hit the Vanguard to call something. So again, that's why that one's not the best one. It's the other one that makes the card become an extra 3k boosted. So that's really nice. G3, Sincere Girl Liddy. Harmony. Harmony. During your turn, this unit gets 5,000 power for each of your units in harmony. So it can gain 21k. CB1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Search up to 1 Harmony ability from among them. Reveal it to your opponent, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Well, there's plenty of G2 Harmony cards, really. So you're good there. So technically a nice G2 search. And it's on play, so that's good. And now let's get to the star of the banner. Miss Loris. Generation Break 2. When this unit becomes in harmony, choose 2 of your units, they get 5,000 power, and then until the end of the turn, this unit gets +1 crit. So that's why we have that G0 booster that keeps coming back to our hand. It's so we can keep harmonizing. Harmony, harmony, oh, something like that. Also, other effect. During the turn, when your unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards, return to your hand. If you return a rear guard, draw a card. Okay, so pretty much striding for Bermuda is what we thought it would be. Just drawing. You're just drawing lots of cards so you can possibly play some good aggressive stand triggers here and there, depending on where you're at in the match. It just really depends. It just really depends, kids. Interesting enough, that's Lori. Duo Eternal Sister Mare. Mare evolved into an eternal idol. Just like all idols, they must go. It's a CB1 LB4. Choose 3 cards from your hand and discard them. Might be 2. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card named Duo True Sister Mare from your soul. Write it as stand. Choose a card named Duo Eternal Sister Mare from your soul. Put it into your hand. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. So this is what Alk used to do. So it's just a break ride loop mare, apparently, which is interesting. CB1, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your rear guards. Return to your hand. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit. Reveal 2, put your hand. So you have something to use on the break ride turn. Pretty much that's nice. Since this is like this effect is optional on the main phase, so you get added G2. So technically, your break ride turn never misses when you do the mare thing. And if you get a re-ride mare, you get a re-ride mare. Pretty much is what they're trying to say. So apparently, mare re-riding will be a thing. Nice. Nice. Even though all kind of was doing all that, but nice. Nice. Anyways. Little Princess Himari. Harmony unit. When this unit attack... Oh, it's a rear guard Vanguard effect. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if it's in harmony, you may pay the cost. If you do, Choose one of your rear guards, return to your hand, then choose up to one card. Oh, multi-attacking. A multi-attacking G3 on rear guard circle, too. But again, what do we hate, kids? The hit effect. That's right. Hitting is bad. Boo. That's why we need the G2 that says when boosted, return a card. Call it again with an extra 3,000 power. Those are the nice cards. Those are the ones we want to sleep with. Those are the nice ones. They're the cool ones. Next, Sincere Girl Liddy. Another Harmony. C1. Wait. During your turn, this unit gets 5,000 power for each of your units in Harmony. That's a lot of juice, actually. I think they power creep a lot more, the Vanguard. I think because it's every unit that's in Harmony. So that's including the back units, no? Because those are all Harmony. It's called Harmony when other units place, and then all the units become Harmony. Both units become in Harmony. So technically, it's 20k to your Vanguard. My bad. You get a bigger juice than I thought with those Harmony effects. So she becomes a 31k beat stick when you Harmony. CB1, Soul Blast 1, when this unit is placed. Pay the cost. Look at the 5 cards on the top of your deck. Stretch your deck to up to 1 Harmony ability. Oh, this is just her as a different art. Gosh darn it, Bermuda Triangle. Stop getting so many different alternative arts. You're driving me nuts here. Oy. Alright, let's get to some freaking striding here. So Prisms get a stride. Interesting enough, Prisms do get a stride. This one says, choose a face card named I hate Personas. And then if you have a heart card with Prism in its card name, so you have to make sure your heart has Prism. So your G3 has to be a Prism. Choose 2 of your rear guards, and until the end of the turn, they get 5,000 power. And at the end of the battle that this unit attacked or boosted, you may return it to the hand. Okay. Okay. About this unit attacked or boosted, you may return it to the hand. Okay. Guess she just makes a nice power creep column, and we just call it. Oh, here we go. This stride looks fancy. School Etoile Olivia. Choose a face down card named School. Oh God, Persona again. I hate all the Personas because those are the pricey cards. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 1 or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 5 of your rear guards. If all the chosen units have different card names, return all those units to your hand. If 3 or more units are returned, choose up to 2 cards from your hand, call them to separate rear guards in different zones, and this unit gets a critical. So pretty much, she makes a multi-attack happen, and that's really good. If all the chosen units have different card name, return all those units to your hand. If 3 or more units are returned, choose up to 2 cards from your hand. It says 3 or more. Obviously, if you return all 5, that's on you, but I think you're just going to be returning like 3 or more anyways. And then if there are 3 or more units were returned, choose up to 2 cards from your hand and call them. You're pretty much going to return your front row, and a back row. Call the other 2 cards so you gain a crit anyways. And you're ready to sack, pretty much. That's what they're trying to say. Last but not least, Fluffy Ribbon. When you attack, it's a Vanguard. Choose any of your rear guards. Return to your hand. Choose a card from your hand. Call it to a rear up. Multi-attacker stride. This is our first stride right here. Makes a multi-attack having given the unit 3,000 power. Obviously, with the booster in the back, getting any triggers we get on the triple dry check, that's going to be pretty solid. We're done with that. Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. They have many ways to do things. They have many ways to multi-attack, and they have many ways to search a PG. The only good thing is these guys aren't named duos. But keep in mind, your heart card could be a duo, and I don't think any of these are bound by a duo besides Prism. These cards can be used on top of duos, and since your heart card is a duo, technically you can run that G1 Roan and get extra PGs. So that's really nice if necessary, but you have to hit. If it hits, obviously it may not. You gotta be careful of that. Still a hit effect road, never forget. But again, multi-attacking, definitely you would want this card. This one's interesting. I'm just shocked that it didn't do more. Because they don't get called back. Just weirded out by that. But this is definitely like a 4 of to me. This would be like a 4. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna... Yeah. It's funny that this is a rare. But anything that multi-attacks is very high in rarity. In Zero's format. So we're done with that. Alright. Now the hard part. Going over Aqua Force cards. Because honestly, we need them to have a miracle here in what we're about to see. So they get a stand trigger unit. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked. I wanted to make sure I was reading that. Choose one of your other rear guards and you may exchange its position with this unit. If you do, return this unit to your deck and shuffle your deck. I guess you're putting a card in the front. Because I guess you would swap it, I mean... But this unit attack, choose one of your rear guards, exchange. So pretty much this is just a way to do a Basil and Diamante's play. But also this helps you get 4 battles, which is actually good. It's a free way to do it, which is nice. Because this exchange position. So if you have this sets up for a once per turn Diamante's play where you won't deal 1 damage. But you will be able to perform a 4 attack pattern. So that's not bad. It's not. But, you know... It's still decent to the extent, but hey, we get a stand trigger. Can't wait to stand for my 5th battle. If I even have columns. Officer Cadet Andre. CB1, put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your rear guards until the end of turn it gets. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked the Vanguard, stand this unit, and this unit gets... Oh, good, nice. He gives a unit 2,000 power. He's a better Australia. Nice. Choose one of your other rear guards until the end of turn it gets. At the end of this unit, attack the Vanguard. This unit gets 2,000 power, so it gets to restand. Nice, with an extra 2,000. I think you gotta give that to one of those 12k units or an 11k unit, because then you can really profit off this with the booster plays when it restands. But that's nice that they get a nice little multi-attack there. Officer Cadet. Nice. Nice. Mind Star Trooper just becomes an 11k beat stick when it attacks in the front, apparently. Once the unit attacks, this unit gets 5,000 power. Gundavir Draco Kit. When this unit boosts a Vanguard, give it a 10k boost. Like we need that. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, it becomes a 10k. So it's just a 10k beat stick in the front. Magnum Assault. CB1. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked a Vanguard, if this unit was boosted during that battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit and it gets 2,000 power. So the good thing about this card is you can combo it with this card, but you gotta make sure you can turn him into an 11k beat stick so you can restand him twice. So he'll pretty much attack 3 times. 3. It has to be prepped correctly though, but you'll be able to attack with this guy 3 times on the Vanguard. You just gotta make sure the boost is there first. He has to be at 11k so he can do things. Obviously he's really good for that final turn endgame for sure, but this is really good. Pretty solid for a multi-attack if necessary, especially if this Forerunner lives long enough, the end game would be pretty ecstatic for this guy. Because all he has to do is swing with a booster, then he's going to stand with 11k, then he's going to stand with 13k, so on and so forth. He's really good. I like him. He might be a triple. Sad face. Hopefully he's just a double. We'll see. Anyways, Battle Siren Road. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, 12k beat stick. Alright, Blue Cavalry of the Divine Marine Spirit. At the end of that battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. It's a rear battle. If it's the first battle, choose another one of your rear guards and exchange it. This doesn't work because I had to attack the Vanguard during the first battle. That's not going to fucking happen, so they better update the card if you ever want me to touch that thing. Hey, Titan of the Beam Fist. When this unit attacks, CB1, 30,000. Okay. Let's go over our banner card, kids. What does he do? What does he hold for us? His name is the one who surpasses the storm. Thavas. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, Generation Break 2, if it's the 4th battle of that turn, where that G0 is actually going to have to benefit you guys because you got to get 4 battles in, this unit gets a crit, and your opponent can't call G0. So again, maintain a glory effect, but for the wrong cards, but G0s are the new PGs, so this is technically good for the good cards if your opponent was just thinking about, I'm going to hold on to my G0s, etc. During the turn when your G unit strides, choose one of your Vanguards and they get this effect. When your unit attacks a Vanguard and it's the 4th battle, choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards. Your opponent chooses what to do. Obviously, it's going to be a random priority to the back row thing, I think. I think that's what they're going to do, random priority to the back row, pretty much. But, that striding is kind of sad and kind of good at the same time because it technically means you're making a Blue Storm play early without LB4. The only issue is I wish we could draw, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, they might update it. We have to go over these cards now to see what they will update. That's the whole point of the video because we have to see what's actually going to get updated. We're supposed to go over what the TCG was, and then we see how Zero is going to make it better, hopefully. Star Deck also came with a Stride unit. His name was Marine General of the Heavenly Scales, Title Board Dragon. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if it's the third battle of that turn or more, draw a card, then choose one of your cards from your hand and call it. Oh, wow. Multi-attack. Nice. I mean, at least Aquas have something to multi-attack with. At least it's something. And guess what? It's third battle. That is so doable. So doable. I like it. All right, on to the booster pack. Yeah, the structure deck had some cards, but there were cards we already knew. PGs, this, that, some weird intercept that aren't going to translate to 0. So I just skipped those. That's why that's a little fast. All right, Aqua Force apparently get another G0. I don't know when this will come, though. When this unit boosts your Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, if it's the 4th battle of that turn, till the end of the battle, your opponent cannot call grade 0s from the hand, and then at the end of the battle, return this unit to your deck. So they made a glory helper. It's okay. I like the fact that they did do this, because at best, knowing that they're trying to mac G0 heals, this could help glory push, because you know they're banking on their G0 heals and stuff. And if they have a PG, we're going to glory, and we're going to end his life. This is good. This is great for glory. That's a good positive there. We just have to draw it and save it for that turn where we tell our opponent to go fuck himself. Yeah. Oh, keep in mind, make sure your glory's at cross strides, because if you don't, then this is gonna feel like you're not gonna hit. If they get one trigger, you might feel like shit afterwards. Anyways, another Forerunner, Officer Cadet Serial. Soul Blast 1, when this unit attacks, if it's the 3rd battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, it becomes, it gains an extra 10,000 power, so it's a 15k beat stick. Interesting. Battle Siren Stacia. During your turn, this unit can attack from the back row. Oh, we got back row attackers. And when this unit attacks, if this unit is in your back row, this unit gets 3,000 power. So it becomes a 19k. If you get a booster, it becomes a 14k, so you can make it swing. So you have a back row that can be anything you want it to be, pretty much. When this unit attacks, if this unit is in your back row. The good thing about this card is it does make multi-attack happen easier. And it's a G1 that can swing. The fact of the matter is this doesn't become real until you stride. That's the only issue. You got to stride, and then your deck becomes godly. When this unit attacks, if this unit isn't in your back row, this unit gets 3,000 power. This unit can't, and it also has the effect this unit can't attack from the back row. So keep that in mind. So this can be your 4th attack too. So now your boosters will be able to perform attacking on the rear guards. So thank God for that. So this card's going to be a huge help. Maybe. We'll see how the other cards do. Whirlwind Brave Shooter. Soul Blast 1. When this unit attacks, if it's the 3rd battle, you may... Don't tell me it says when this unit attacks. It says when this... God damn it. When this unit attacks, if it's the 3rd battle of that turn or more... Doesn't have to be Vanguard, at least. You may pay the cost you do until the end of the battle. This unit gets plus 5,000, and when the unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose a card from jams on turn for yourself. Huh? When this unit attacks, if it's the 3rd battle of that turn or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 5,000 power. If it's the 3rd battle. Oh, and then it gets, if it hits, you counter. Okay, so you pretty much make up like an extra CB, because this is Soul Blasting 1. And then when you hit with this, you countercharge. If it's the 3rd battle. 3rd battle is pretty doable, actually, as long as you attack the Vanguard. Hits the Vanguard, so obviously when you make the columns and you make the plays, you can countercharge if you did some CB. So this card's pretty good too, I guess, because it can hit 12k on 3rd battle though, but at least can hit 12k as long as you have other things prepped. Tactics Sailor. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle, this unit boosted. If this is the 4th battle, draw a card. Assassinating Sailor. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle, that this unit boosted. If it's the 4th battle, choose where you're... Okay, so Aqua Force is going to try to retire you too. So lots of ways to retire with Aqua Force, especially this card. Very nice. You can just retire once it's the 4th battle, and obviously the whole point of the deck is to get to 4th battle, depending how you go about your attack pattern. But yes, your Vanguard might most likely be the 4th battle, and you most likely will be retiring with this unit to keep your opponent's board under control, maybe. But like I said... I keep looking at the G1s. Battle Siren Orthea. Counterblast 1. Soul Blast 1. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted a rear guard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of the boosted units stand it, and that unit gets minus 5,000 power. Also, by the way, this unit has resist. So Aqua Force now gets a resist unit. And not only does it get a resist unit, it legit stays that way. It can stay on the field, it can be protected, and it can boost other units in the back. So that's nice. It's nice. And that minus 5,000 isn't going to mean anything because the stride, I believe, actually helps you. And we're about to look at that shortly. Kepler Rider Nikki searches our Thavas, our banner card. Nice. Oh, look, a unit for Link Joker matchups. Retire this unit. At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If it's the 4th battle of that turn, just has to attack it, doesn't have to hit it. You may pay the cost. If you do, draw 2 cards. This is my only solution for Link Joker. You can't lock if I draw 2 cards if I retire. Is this the solution? Is this my God card? Is this my Aqua card that I needed just to draw 2 so I can fight Link Joker with? Oh, man. High Tide Sniper, Soul Blast 1. When this unit attacks, if it's the 3rd battle, and third battle of that turn or more. So 3rd battle, okay, so you may pay the cost. Third turn or more, so it automatically happens even after the 3rd. 3rd means it's active forever until next attack pattern phase. If you do, this unit gets 10,000, so it becomes a 19k beat stick, so that's nice. Aqua hits. Blue Storm Soldier Rascal Sweeper. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in your name, 2,000 power, 11k unit. Then, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard. Again with the attack of Vanguard. Have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked a Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, and it's the 1st battle, it's not going to be the 1st battle. Choose one of your other rear guards and Sand Calls in exchange. It's never going to be the 1st battle. Ever. Strikehead Dragon. When your rear guard attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 3rd battle of that turn, more that you can gain an extra 3k. CB1 Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. Choose a card from your hand, call it, and then this card gets, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it's the 1st battle of that turn, stand this unit. This is good with that other chick, actually. This card can benefit because he can make the back row unit an 11k. So that gives you an extra attack on the Vanguard depending on how the board is set up. So for a common, it's not too bad to set that up properly, too. 5,000 power to a unit that can attack from the back row is really good since we do have that 6k and that 11k, and we can restand that 6k by minusing 5k, and then we get a trigger, it goes back up to 11k. A lot of combos there with Aqua Force there, but it becomes very sacky. Very sacky. Marine General of the Wave Slicing Sword Max. CB1 at the end of battle that this unit attack the Vanguard. If it's the 3rd battle or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards and give it 2,000 power. Then choose 2 of your rear guards and exchange their positions. Okay. So I believe this is the last card. This is the last stride for Aqua because there wasn't really a lot apparently. There was like 2, I think. This and that. Alrighty, well, what this card does is choose a face down named Persona Flip. That's all you need to know. It's a Persona Flip card. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it is the 4th battle of that turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your rear guards, stand them. Then if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, so obviously this is your final boss card, those units by this effect gain 10,000 power. 10. Minus the 5k. On one of those units, and you're still going to be able to swing. So right now, out of everything, Aqua in G seems to have better multi-attacking because a lot of the units are helping it power creep. Or trying to, especially endgame. Aqua Force in the future do get a unit that says this unit can attack from the back row, so you can give that to a Tidal Assault, but that Tidal Assault needs to hit like 21k so he can swing twice on the Vanguard anyways. So there's that. Again, I'm talking 5th damage, but if they're on 4th damage and you try to hit, stuff like that. This card is actually very, very important because it gives those 2 units 10,000 power. So say you had those 2 back units that can attack from the back row. That gives you extra attack. And you've got some hypothetical stand triggers. Those can do it as well. There's a lot of things you can do. And keep in mind, even minusing the 5,000 power and giving units 10,000 power, like I said, you can even use your Magnum. that we saw, and that came in the Star Deck swing. Again, lots of multi-attacking, lots of it. There's lots to come from that. And the fact that they have a resist unit, a resist G1, means we're going to keep boosters finally. And that's going to be really good, because honestly, that's always what kills us sometimes. But the boosters are going to help. Nice. Alright guys, that seems like that's it for now. That's all the cards we can expect to come. So until next time, we'll see how the reveals go. But this is your glimpse into the future of Part 2. So I thank you all for watching. That's your news of the day there. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. And I'll see you all another time, homies. Peace out. And I hope you enjoyed this video.